So recently I've been playing my favorite game on my Game Boy Color, and that would be, of course, Pokémon Red. So I was just listening to the opening screen, because when you open the game, they have like that little opening screen that you see right here, and then they have some music. And I thought the music that was playing was super good, so I thought, hey, why not sample it, right? And then we can use the machine, chop it up, and play it on here, make a beat around the Pokémon Red theme. All right, so we're going to throw the sample into machine here. There we go, there it is there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is there's a little button called edit on here, right on top of the machine. So then what I'm going to do is now I can drag this. You can see on the screen right here that it's dragging around. I'm going to drag to about here. Now when I play this pad here, right, the little opening. That's a cool part. Sounds pretty sweet. I think that might be our first one. So now what we're going to do is there's a duplicate button. I'm going to click that button, send it to the second pad. This is going to take a while, so I'll speed things up for you, and I'll get back to you when I have my chops finished. All right, guys, so I finally cut up the sample into something I like. Here's what I have so far. All right, so let's put it down. So to record on the machine, you press Shift, Record. All right, so that sounds pretty decent. Now I just want to change it up a little bit. What I want to do is I want to go here into Audio Units, and we're going to click Output Thermal. Now this is a distortion plugin, so it'll just give it that little extra crunch on the samples here. So I'm going to go to Basement Tapes right here, and now when we play it, it sounds a little more crunchy. Now it sounds like it was played on a tape. You know when you're playing through your Game Boy speaker back in the day, and you could tell the sound was a little bit off because the speaker is only like this big? I wanted it to kind of have that effect, and off of YouTube, it was just too perfect. But now when I play it, that's the sound I remember it having. So now that that's done, we can finally move on to some bass. So let's do that. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go onto the browser here. And now what I can do is I can look for instruments. And one of my favorite instruments to use for 808s is Sublab here. See? First sound I found. 808 NASCAR. Let's load that up. Now we can go into the keyboard mode. Lower the octave. And now what we can also do is add some thermal to this, just to give it that extra knock. All right, let's record it. All right, so this is what they sound like together. I think that this beat is coming together nicely. Let's add a little lead here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add Analog Lab 5. Now this VST is an absolute hack. It's by Arteria, and it comes with all of their synths that they've put out and all of their sounds. And you can't really go in and tweak them too much because then you have to buy the individual synths. But I think this thing was like $300. So for that price, come on, you can't really beat that. All right, guys, so I found another super cool sound. It's an Analog 5, and it's called the Classic Road. Put the thermal plug-in on it, and then when I use the note repeat here, it sounds super sick. It sounds like... How cool is that sound? If Gengar put down a lead, it would definitely be this one. All right, let's record it. Alright, so now what I want to do is put down a little Japanese electric guitar. There's a really cool preset inside Analog Lab 5 that I'll show you guys. Alright guys, so I found it. It's called the Feedback Distortion Lead. And when I use the note repeat on it, it makes a super cool effect if I push two pads down at the same time. So watch this. The last note I messed up, but you get the idea. Alright, let's put it down. Listen to the counter melody just between the guitar and the original sample. It sounds so sick. Here, I'll play it for you. Now what we'll do is, for the last and final piece, we'll add some drums. Alright guys, so I think I found some sounds that I like. It goes like that. So let's record that, put that down, and then we pretty much have a finished song. Alright, now I've never used this before, but I'm going to try and use the machine layout window. I've heard it's trash, but I want to try just doing this completely on machine. So we'll see if it works. Alright guys, here's like a little bit of the beat. For some reason in machine, I can't figure out how to cut parts out before to build hype or add risers or anything like that. So I'm just going to show you guys a super basic little thing I created here. If you guys actually want the full beat, I can make that in Logic, and I'll use all the things from here, and I will post it on my YouTube channel. So I want to set a little bit of a lofty goal. So if you guys get this video to 100 likes, I'll drop it. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's the song. Thank you.